Hagedorn from Eastern Oregon University Reading Clinic, here where I am the Director of Tutoring and Family Services. A really exciting game that I want to share with you today. This game would be especially appropriate for our first grade students, although you might have kindergarten or second grade students that would love and benefit from it as well. And that game is what I'm going to refer to as a CVC Popper game. These might look a lot like the fidgets you've seen kiddos playing with at school or at home. But this one is really special because on this pop-it, we have a bunch of words that are made up with a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. So you can see in this first row, we have the words cut and the word hit. The exciting thing about this is that it's going to help your child with their letter sound correspondences, meaning they're going to get practice remembering what sound each letter makes. It's also going to help them practice saying and blending those basic sounds to read some of their first words. I'm going to share my screen now and show you a couple of tips that we have for getting started on this game with your child. CVC Popper game comes with two items. First item is the popper itself. The second item is a list of word cards. Now, the word cards aren't a necessity for every time that you use the popper. They are just there for you as a resource. Couple of ways that you can use this popper. So the first way, which actually isn't first here on this list, but you can have your child just go through, pop each disc. So there are words in this column and words in this column. Pop each disc, say the sound as they pop it, and then blend those sounds together fast to read a word. If I was doing this one, the sounds would be what word? Cut. So your child can just use the popper without the word cards. Next word below that or next to it, we'll do below is the word what word? Bun. So your child can read those words. That's an excellent way to start with practice. The other thing that you can do if you want to spice it up a little is pick a couple of word cards, have your child say each sound and then blend the word. So the sounds in this word would be ed, red. Then see if your child on either the front or the back can find that same word. I quickly noticed that my eyes found it right down here at the bottom. Then they'll get that second round of practice. Ed, what word? Red. If your child is blending in their head, that's fine too. So maybe we're looking at this word, which is the word top. It's okay for you to watch your child press and think top. So initially we are wanting to hear the sounds spoken aloud, but if you notice your child is becoming more automatic, it is okay for them to say each of the sounds in their head and then read and blend the word. If you notice them struggling, for example, the word is top and maybe your kiddo says tip, then we want to go ahead and go back, have them say each sound aloud for us, top, so that we can hear where the hiccup might be. Another option that you can include along with this is to have them write the word after they say and pop the word. So what we know about early reading skill development is that encoding or spelling the words alongside when we read them and say them really solidifies those letter sound combinations and makes our readers more successful, as well as begin to teach them to read or to write and spell those words. So I highly recommend at some point you circle in and have your child not only pop the sounds and say the word, but have them also write that word again on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. Be sure that you keep sessions short. I mean, 2 to 5 minutes max. Even a couple of times a week will make a huge difference for your kiddo. Few other fun game ideas that we put here at the bottom of the flyer. You can play Beat the Clock, which would mean you could set a timer for 1 minute or 2 minutes and see how many words your child can sound by popping and then blend to read in that period of time. You also could just call out a word. So you do have the word cards, but you could keep them for yourself and you could call out a word, like the word bed is one example here. Student hasn't seen it first in this instance, so their eyes are going to scan, see if they can find the word bed, and then sound and pop the word on their CVC popper. Please reach out if you have any questions. Our email address is community-literacy@eou.edu. I hope you have lots of fun with your kiddo. Thanks.